So, I did a thing. I removed the ground in Madden 25. So, what we are playing over here, in all intents and purposes, is the void. So, underneath of every map in Madden, and this is like this for a lot of different video games, it's a complete void. That's what is below the map. So, for example, if we go down here, we go far enough down, you can see we can go a little bit into the void. If we go too far, then we just die. But you can see, we can see underneath of the stadium, because we are technically speaking right now underneath the stadium. We are in a void, a nothingness panel where you can see the very bottom of this is just a light shining up. So I wanted to see what would happen, you know, if I did remove the ground and I literally just had a void. Surprisingly enough, you can still play on it like it's normal, even though there is no grass, there is no field, there is no anything pretty much. This is just like you're playing on a nothingness burger and just playing football like normal. But somehow these players, I was kind of hoping these players would fall through the world and we could have something crazy like that happen. But it looks like there is actually an invisible box that is set up above the void below the actual like turf and ground and grass and stuff like that. So very chirpy looking. Again, not really knowing what to expect going into this. But I can't say I'm disappointed, really, because it's still very cool looking. It's just not what I kind of expected it to look like. Now, technically speaking, we could, in theory, remove everything. Like, all of it. Like, not just have it as the void and have a stadium around it, but also remove the stadium. I'm going to guess that the same concept will happen, is that it will just be the void, and yeah, they'll just make a whole entire stadium out of the gigantic void that is existing here. And also, if you're wondering, I do have 11-foot tall players. It's a mod I created, so that's why we have humongously tall players. But with me experimenting more and more into Madden, we're going to continue to add and remove certain things. Yesterday, we really focused on removing the stadium roofs of all the dome stadiums. And you know what? I thought today, let's kick it off with a bang and let's just do a random video of us removing the ground, grass, and all that kind of stuff. And I will say, another key factor here, I really thought that potentially, now again, I am using really tall players, but I would think that there is somewhat of a physics-based engine when it comes to the grass. I don't know. I mean, I am using tall players, but it does kind of look like, in a way, my guys are running a tad bit weirder with that not being grass and just being like a void. Like, imagine the void as a concrete ground, okay? That's pretty much what is covering the void here, is the equivalent of like a concrete surface. Even though it looks white, it's actually just see-through. You're just seeing through a glass surface pretty much to the void. But again, like I said, I thought there would be some type of maybe kickback, because usually in Madden, it's a physics-based engine, right? I believe they use the Frostbite engine. It's a physics-based system. When the grass kicks up and the grass is either wet or it's dry or whatever, it affects the players. Even if it doesn't affect them that much, it affects them in some circumstance. Not the case, apparently, when you're running it on, you know, just regular, I guess, glass concrete type surface. But it might also be the fact that these players are 11 feet tall. So, again, there's different factors, I think, at play here, but you can still technically play without a ground. Shout out to EA Sports. Outthinking even myself. If you have any other ideas on what you want to see me build, stadium-wise, or any other crazy idea-wise, tell me down below. We're going to continue rocking and rolling with these crazy ideas because, I don't know. let's just keep seeing how crazy they can get. And shout out to the fact, see, this is the problem when most Feared brings of 11-foot tall players, is that it is sometimes really hard to tackle 11-foot tall players. And I think I just slipped and slide all the way to the end zone. Peace out, guys.